Well, people in Houston are also looking to another leader, former Mayor Bill White. White spoke with our Jamie Yuccas about the lessons he's learned from the hurricanes that impacted Houston while he was mayor from 2004 to 2010. He welcomed evacuees after Hurricane Katrina and made critical decisions during Hurricanes Rita and Ike. Well, this week he became one of Harvey's victims when his own home was flooded. The former mayor had to wade through waist-deep water to leave. Jamie Yuccas is in the center of Houston. Jamie, good morning.
Good morning. Hurricane Katrina was devastating because it impacted low-income communities. But here in Houston, Harvey impacted everyone across the economic spectrum. In fact, this bridge I'm standing on was once underwater, and the water that runs below it right now flowed through Bill White's house. He, though, actually says that he's thankful because so many people in his community are coming forward to help. When you watched it play out, were you like, oh my gosh, I thought this would always be a worst-case scenario?
Well, this was a little worse than the worst case.
Former Houston Mayor Bill White battled several hurricanes during his tenure. He built his house 18 years ago along the Buffalo Bayou and took extra precautions, knowing a major hurricane could flood his backyard. But he never imagined it would flood his home.
We put it on stilts, so if we had a 1 in 500-year flood, it would go underneath and not into the house.
It not only came up to the deck, but inside the first floor of his home.
You heard gurgling noises and rumbling noises underneath the floorboard. And then I looked down and saw spouts of water coming up from every electrical circuit, every small crack.
Neighbors snapped this photo when he finally decided to leave his house by wading through waist-deep water. Now he has contractors ripping up walls and trying to remove insulation before mold sets in. 12 years ago, it was White helping others rebuild their lives. He invited Katrina victims to relocate from New Orleans to Houston.
And he said, come on into the city.
You know, the policy of the city, which I announced on the first day, was pretty simple. First, do unto others as you'd have them do unto us. We're best when we help each other out as members of the same team.
When Hurricane Rita headed for Texas just weeks after Katrina hit, Mayor White set an evacuation plan in motion. But people panicked and fled en masse, causing gridlock. More than 100 people died on the road from accidents and heat stroke. The current Houston mayor has pointed to that incident as one of the reasons he did not evacuate for Harvey.
Is there times that the city may just be too big for this type of natural disaster?
It is so big that it makes evacuations decisions difficult.
Do you think we learn from each natural disaster, or are they all still kind of the same?
I hope we learn. I mean, the fact of the matter is we tend to learn and then we tend to forget. We do know this, that each of us isn't in control. And then we are in control of is how we respond to adversity, is our resilience, our attitude, the example we set for others.
White says once the water fully recedes, he expects much of Houston to be able to be rebuilt. He did invite us back 1 year from now, and he says at that point, he hopes we see a strong and resilient community. Maurice.
Okay, Jamie Yuccas, thank you.